Hey, hello, and welcome. I am Debbie Peterson of Getting to Clarity. And today we are talking about how to find the truth about yourself and making the case for why you should. So stay tuned. And I want to start by asking you a question. Have you ever walked into a room, an event or a party or something like that, and thought, oh boy, I'm in the wrong place. Just by the activities that were going around and the people that were there, it's like, this isn't the place for me. And it's not that you're in the wrong physical location, but it's just that you don't feel like you belong there. It's just not a fit for you. I don't know if that's happened to you. It's certainly happened to me. What this is it's a sign from your unconscious that you're not in a place that's really aligned with you. And the funny thing is, though, that we do this a lot more than we think we do. So, for instance, we agree to something, we go along with something with others, but we really have reservations about it. Doesn't feel like it's a good fit for us or even that we're comfortable with it. Sometimes we act in a certain way because we want to be seen differently. But again, that's not really us. Or even out of frustration, just had it to hear a day that's gone sideways and you react harshly, and you're not responding. And you do it in a way when you react that you desperately wish that you could take it back, but we can't. So I don't know if any of these have ever happened to you. All of them have happened to me in some time or another and repeatedly. So what is happening here is that the internal you, the real you inside is saying, hey, wait a minute. You're walking away from me. And I really don't think this is such a good idea. Might not end well. So when you find the truth about yourself, it makes it easier for you to start showing up the way that feels more natural to you. You don't have to put energy into trying to be someone else. You're being you. You become less dependent on other people and especially OPP, other people's opinions outside of you, and they slide off a little more easier. Your relationships improve because instead of putting energy into being someone that you're not, you're just yourself and you can put all of your energy into the relationship. You make better choices that are aligned with you and what it is that you want. So, how do you go about finding the truth about yourself? How do you discover the authentic you? You know, as a professional speaker, there is an irritating exercise that they start us with, and it's effective, but still irritating nonetheless. All professional speakers go through it, and the question is who is your avatar? And what your avatar is, it's a process of clearly defining who it is that you are meant to serve and what their problems are, what it is that they're struggling with. And it is to the level, it is to the deep dive that you really understand this person, almost like you could write a letter to them so that you're really connecting with them and you can be of good service to them. You can be present with them and you can offer things that will be helpful to them. So even though it's irritating, it's very, very effective. And it took me years to really figure out what that signal was and dive into it and connect with it. That's what I want you to be able to do with yourself. So in this exercise, you ask yourself a series of questions to get really clear on yourself. You get clear on who you are, and you have a better understanding of yourself. So in the case of the avatar, you get to know what makes them tick. Do you know what makes you tick? So diving into that, and that's what I want you to do for yourself, because when you start showing up in your leadership and life as the person that you are meant to be, it's a game changer. Because when you're not, in all reality, you're probably holding yourself back. You're probably playing smaller than you should. So, as a woman in leadership or as someone who aspires to be in leadership, I want you to start with this question. And that question is, where do you feel that you're making compromises that don't feel too good to you? So, where in your leadership, your work, your business, your career, are you making compromises? And you can feel it, and they don't feel right to you. Start paying attention to those. And now that we planted the seed, it's easier for those to come into your awareness. So let me give you some examples. Maybe it is that you feel like you've been taken advantage of, or that you feel a decision that you made was more or less one-sided. Maybe you feel pressured to do something, kind of like, okay, I'll squeeze into a shoe that's one size too small, but hey, it looks great, right? It's not comfortable. So start tuning into this question and become aware of whenever this happens, because your feelings about decisions that you make or actions that you take are signals from your unconscious that either you are walking toward your authentic self or you're walking away. And this awareness is the key, because no change can happen unless you're first aware of it. So this is the first step. And nothing will change unless you bring these compromises into the proverbial light. So, getting ahead as a woman doesn't mean that you have to sacrifice your life to get there. And if you are ready to claim more success with less sacrifice, then I would love to introduce to you the Clarity Community. So, if you're ready to stop making the sacrifices of your family, of your relationships, of your health to have quote unquote success at work, then the Clarity Community is for you. And with the Clarity Community, you'll be surrounded by like minded women so that you can become the CEO of your own career, your business, your leadership journey, and your life. So take control of your life and start making the right decisions for you. Check out the Clarity Community at www.theclaritycommunity.com. So, with that, here is wishing you all the clarity that you deserve and the truth that you can uncover about yourself. So, take care and bye bye for now. Have a really great day.